And he came walking in the door, just out of the clear blue. I knew who he was because I had seen him on television and the newspaper and things. And I was just shocked. I mean, he just walked in, how you doing? What's going on? What do you have going on here? And, you know, we got into a conversation about what it would take to reopen Mothers and what, you know, the problems we were getting ready to face.
Never met him before, didn't know him at all. I was immediately struck with how with it he was and how he really had a handle on things. That was a very welcome change. As we all know, a lot of the federal and state and local response right after Katrina was really pretty miserable. And Thad Allen was the first person who came in and really changed that in a major way.
And on the way out of the door, he said, look, he says, I want to be your first customer when you reopen. Which was, you know, that was a really nice thing of him to want to do. And it was, you know, it give me a little more incentive to open up a little bit earlier.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine.
Well, I knew you had to be a pretty good coachee because he had a mustache. And used to refer to each other as mustache number one and mustache number two.
He just epitomized the Coast Guard culture. So his choice as coming down here as a leader and representing not only the Coast Guard but the federal government, it was just really a tribute to our service history, our Coast Guard service history.
We used to always kid Thad that he was literally born into the Coast Guard because his dad was a retired Chief Petty Officer, so he grew up in the Coast Guard as a brat, if you will.
From his roots in the Coast Guard family, Thad applied and was accepted into the 1971 class of the Coast Guard Academy. A football standout at the Academy, he began laying the roots for his nearly 40-year Coast Guard career. From a Loran station in Thailand during the waning days of the Vietnam War, to his first flag officer position as the head of the 7th Coast Guard District in the Elian Gonzalez saga, to his role as the Atlantic Area Commander in the dark hours of September 11th. Admiral Allen has epitomized the ethos of honor, respect, and devotion to duty.
Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine.
And once I got to headquarters and I started working for him, I really started to understand. I told my husband once, I said, Mark, this guy's the real deal. And I just continued to just really be inspired and motivated and challenged the whole time I was working in headquarters. He's a very demanding leader, but he does it in a way that's so positive and so stimulating, and it just made it a challenge, but a real pleasure to work for him.
Well, tenacity, can-do spirit. He figures out how something can work, has to work, and gets it done even in very tough circumstances. That, all of that obviously served him really well dealing with the aftermath of Katrina, and it served him very well as his 23rd Commandant.
As the Commandant, he's taken on the task of recapitalizing the Coast Guard fleet and other Coast Guard capital resources, stations, as well as the fleet. The fleet is old. The vessels are 40+ years old, some 50 years old.
He came in with an agenda that called for pretty much a very remarkable, comprehensive overhaul of not without sacrificing our service history and our culture, without sacrificing who we are, the essence of who we are. That's not changing. We're still the Coast Guard. We're still that same Coast Guard we've been since 1790. But the way we go about our work and the way we have to be adaptive and flexible in the challenges that we meet every day.
Those challenges faced by the Coast Guard and the Gulf Coast region over the last 5 years have indelibly linked the two, and Admiral Allen's role in these two great tasks will always be remembered.
Every time Admiral Allen and I met during Katrina, we were trying to solve some problem. From that, I think sprung a lifetime of friendship. Looking forward to him coming to the other side, the land of the rack suits. And as I told him some time ago, there's space over here for you, doing public speaking and being a voice for preparedness, teaching America that we need to teach our children to be survivors and not victims.
Thanks for coming to New Orleans after the hurricane. You know, they couldn't have appointed a more capable person. And, you know, he really put you in a comfort zone when he got here. You know, the paranoia started to decrease a little bit.
I should thank Admiral Allen, and I should thank all the Coast Guard members who served through that crisis, through Katrina, because you come down here to lead the 8th District, and the people of New Orleans are so appreciative of the Coast Guard. They're so appreciative of everything we did. They haven't forgotten at all. And everywhere I go, you get this great applause, you get this great acknowledgement. That's the legacy of Admiral Allen and of all those who served here during that time, during Katrina. It's a remarkable legacy, and the people here have not forgotten.